Welcome everyone joining us. Whether you're finding us here on Zoom, welcome to you, or Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are. On this glorious Tuesday, we're gonna wait one more minute for those right now that I am letting in our Zoom call to come in. Okay. The time is now. The time is always now. Here we start. As usual, I invite you in these first few moments to close your eyes and to bring awareness onto the breath. And each time you exhale, to relax and let go, consciously releasing any tension around the belly, around the muscles of the face, the jaw, making sure your hands are resting however you want to hold them. Some people like to have them flat on their thighs. Some people clasp their hands together. The point is that we are not bothered by any part of our body, so we can really drop in. And every time you exhale, see if you can relax a little more. See if you can let go a little more. As you continue to practice in this relaxation, you'll start to notice that there really are layers upon layers of more and more subtle sensations of tension that can be released. At first, we can ease into what we might call our gross sensations, the heavy sensations, the obvious sensations. But as we pay closer and closer attention, we notice more subtle ways the body actually is tensing. Maybe most of our face is relaxed, but this part of our mouth maybe is staying tense, or the jaw is still clenched. We're going to start today with our Shalom chant inviting into this sacred space, we are creating together energies of wholeness, harmony, peace. And in this sacred space, filled with shalom, we bless this day. We bless the day that is bringing us closer to Shavuot, to a moment of revelation. We bless this day of counting the Omer, knowing that it is no longer the 8th day, but not yet the 10th day. Oops. God will forgive. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav וציוונו על ספירת העומר. Blessed One, Blessed Presence, help us to know moment to moment that out of your emptiness, out of your formlessness, all form arises. All manifestations take shape. Help us to know that you are source of all that is. Help us to bless the path you give us to remember our sacredness, our inherent holiness, and especially this path of counting the days of Omer. Today is the 9th day, comprising 1 week and 2 days of the Omer. Amen. And on this day, as we will the rest of the week, we invite the energies of Gevurah, strength, courage, steadfastness in our meditation. We pick up the practice as we started yesterday. Of observing the breath with Gevurah, with strength, of concentration, strength of determination, a kind of inner fierceness to dedicate all our being to observing meticulously, precisely every sensation of the breath as it comes in through the nostrils, hitting the walls of our nostrils, as it goes out through the nostrils, also hitting the walls, coming out. Cool and refreshing, coming in. Warm and healing, going out. We observe with great dedication, with sharpened awareness, with intentional focus, every little sensation as the breath comes in, as the breath goes out, without missing one sensation, as if our life depended on it. Every inch, every nth of a second, observing, watching, feeling, sensing, coming in, sensing, observing, going out, observing, seeing, watching. Of course, we'll be distracted. That goes without saying. It's part of the practice. However sharp our intention and our focus may be, however committed to not missing a second of any sensation, the mind will try to distract us, telling us stories, commenting on whatever is happening, picking up an old story, making up a new story, imagining, fantasizing. Or it could be the body that suddenly aches a little bit here, itches a little bit there, needs to shake and move. Because the mind cannot stay in one place. The mind needs movement always. Going from here to there, from that to this, moving, shifting, scratching, twisting, thinking. And that's okay, that's what happens. And we know that because there is no control over what the mind does or the body. But as soon as we notice, as soon as we become conscious that we have been distracted, that our focus has been shifted, that we are lost in our thoughts, in this story or that story, as soon as we notice, as soon as we become aware, we come back to the breath. And start again, without beating ourselves up, without thinking to ourselves, we are bad meditators, we'll never be able to do a good meditation, it'll never happen for us, or whatever other stories the mind is making up. None of that. Just stories. We don't have to believe anything the mind is saying. Just come back to the breath with great compassion towards yourself, understanding that this is practice, and that the practice is we get distracted, we come back. We get distracted, we come back. We get distracted again, we come back again. We might get distracted 100 times, we'll be back on our breath 101 times. Just because. There's no one to blame. Nobody's failing at anything. It's just practice. That's the practice. The practice is we get distracted, we come back. That's it. That's all. And so we watch the breath, and we deeply relax. Deeply relax. The belly and the face especially, but the whole body deeply relaxed. And if we feel any tension arising, we relax again. and we observe. We observe the breath coming in, and we observe the breath going out. All the sensations, every sensation, without missing any sensation. And at the end of the out breath, in a few seconds before the body needs to breathe in again, we call out our mantra. Our mantra this week is simple. It's Hineni. I am here. It's like an affirmation, a congratulation towards ourselves. We have fully been present to watching the body breathing in and breathing out, and at the end of the out breath, in that gap before the in breath, we say, I am here. I was present to the whole breathing in and out. I watched it from start to finish without being distracted. I was here. Hineni. I am here. And perhaps notice as you relax a little more that the gap between the out breath and the in breath grows longer. And that's okay. Perhaps you might notice that you don't need to breathe as deeply. When we are really relaxed, the body doesn't have to labor more to breathe long breath. Short breath might be just enough. And you might notice that as soon as the in-breath is over, the out-breath comes right up. There's no gap there. The gap is between the out-breath and the in-breath. At the end of being empty from the breath. Hineni. Now don't try to control your breath. Don't try to give it any rhythm. Let the body breathe how it needs to do that, how it needs to breathe. Observing the breath coming in and relaxing. Observing the breath going out. Every sensation relaxing. Hineni. And then breathing in again. Observing, 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 breathing in, and then breathing out again. Observing, observing, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Hineni. I am here. And we gently let go of our practice for now. Gently transition out of meditation, taking a couple of deeper breaths, and stretching the body if we feel the need to do so. And we'll close today, as always, dedicating our practice to all being. Meditation is never a selfish endeavor, though we might draw some benefit. We seek that whatever we receive be shared. Through the tapestry of the universe with all beings. May all beings find the wholeness, the harmony, the peace they need in their lives, in their communities, their nation. Modani, thank you.
Thank you.
Modani, thank you.
Modani.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Modani.
Modani, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Modani.
Thank you, Olivia.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Rabbi. It's great.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
I'll see you Thursday, everybody.
Right.
Okay.